I think I have perfected the Texas Bacon Cheesesteak Melt, and I can't wait to show you how easy it is to make. Now it's summer, and my kids' favorite restaurant before we go to Dollywood, if we're going somewhere in the morning, going to spend all day, before we go anywhere, they want to stop at the Waffle House. And my wife's favorite order there, what she always gets, is the Texas Bacon Cheesesteak Melt, a double hash brown, and sometimes eggs. I added a little something that you can't get at the Waffle House, at least any of ours, and that is a virgin sunrise, no alcohol in it. Don't lose your marbles. But I feel like that really adds a special touch to her breakfast, and she's a special lady. So I love good crispy bacon, and if you want to get crispy bacon, I'm going to give you a little secret. I just now turned my griddle on. I have it all the way low, and the first thing we're going to do, I don't need that zip pack because my family will eat the entire 2 pounds of bacon in one sitting. This is no problem for us. The secret for crispy bacon is put your bacon on while your cooktop is cold. And a lot of people, you preheat your cooktop for a lot of things, but if you do preheat it for bacon, then as soon as your bacon hits the surface, it's going to curl up. So if you have a bacon press, that's fine, but then you don't get that. I like my bacon to kind of get those little creases and ridges and ripples all through it, and be really crispy. And this is the way to do it. Bacon out cold, low heat. And one thing I love about the Traeger Flat Rock specifically, this cooktop is inset down into the grill. So I have none of the wind blowing through, changing my temps. I have extremely even heating because of the U-shaped burners all the way across the cook surface. So I can literally cook from edge to edge with this and know that my bacon is going to cook evenly. So the caramelization on your bacon comes from all of the sugars on this bacon, but that also is what makes it stick to our stovetop. When it sticks, you're not going to get these nice little ruffles. So what I'm going to do is I'll start scraping and it'll come loose, and then I'll flip them as we go. Now I left them on there to get a good little bit there. They're already starting to brown, and we'll flip them, and they take up a lot less space now. We'll do this a couple times to get them nice and crispy. That's all the flavor too. If we pop it off now, it's going to taste great. If we wait, then it's not going to taste as great, and we're going to have a bunch of burnt crust down there that we can't use for anything. We want all that fond scraped up in our grease. If I was cooking in a cast iron skillet, I'd probably be using all this bacon grease for a good bacon gravy. But since I'm on here, we're going to fry our onions in it. We're going to cook our steak in it. Everything tastes better in bacon grease. It's just a law of cooking. I don't know why that is. People ask me all the time, how do you clean your cooktop? Well, it's not that I clean it after cooking. I clean it while I'm cooking. I'm continuously scraping. So I scrape off my spot, move my bacon into the clean spot. Here's the spot I've already cleaned. I can tell by how slick it is, and you'll feel as you go across it, it just slicks up. A huge thank you to Upside for sponsoring today's video. Gas, groceries, and eating out. It doesn't matter how hard you're trying to budget, you can't cut those three out. Right now, I'm headed to put some diesel in the Yukon. Whitney's got some errands to run with the kids, and I'm gonna stay home and work on some recipes because with the new baby, we don't all fit in here anymore. One thing I do before I head anywhere, I check my Upside app first. And it's really simple. You just open the app, scroll through the offers. I'm here to get diesel right now, so I'm in gas. 10 cents a gallon cash back on diesel. It's right down the road from me. I'm gonna go here, pay like I normally would, and you get cash back. The thing that I love is, this is not just points that expire, rewards you forget about. This is cash back that you can transfer right to your bank account. And there's over 100,000 participating locations, so you start realizing really quick how often you can actually use this. The great thing is that this stacks with your normal credit card reward programs or your loyalty points, so you're pretty much earning cash back on top of your cash back. Independent studies have shown that Upside users earn more cash back than traditional rewards programs. I use Upside because it's one of those apps that just makes sense to me, especially when everything's so expensive right now. Upside has already given back over $1 billion to its users. You can download the free app down in the link in my description or scan the QR code right here on the screen and start earning cash back. You can also get an additional $10 in cash back on your first grocery or dining purchase using my code Bates Kitchen. That's Bates Kitchen to get an extra $10 cash back on your first Upside purchase for groceries or dining. I've got 2 pounds of bacon on the griddle at one time. Now you have to imagine growing up in my family, there was no griddle like this at our house. So we literally had every cast iron skillet on the stove cooking bacon at the same time, bacon grease popping everywhere, and of course Mama in the kitchen telling everybody to quit eating the bacon, because we'd all line up, and as the bacon came off the cast iron skillet, 3 pieces at a time, we'd be snatching up all the pieces. Mom would cook bacon for hours, it felt like. And then she'd have a tiny little plate of bacon at the end because we'd eat it all as she went along. That's the great thing about this is all this bacon gets ready pretty close to the same time. Nobody can come in here and snatch my food off before I finish. Now when I'm cooking inside, it's just like at home. These kids will be in here snatching the bacon up off of my plate. I have to put it right beside the stove where I can keep an eye on it because they want to come through and snatch up and eat all the bacon before it ever gets to what I'm trying to put bacon on to begin with. We flip that next row. I'm going to scrape as I go. I move the bottom piece from here up to here because this bacon shrinks. It lets me fit more in a row. Now I'm going to start scraping down here. And you can see it's kind of dark, so it won't really show on camera, but you'll just see kind of the fond rolling off the bottom, and then you'll feel it get really slick, and it just won't be grabbing anything or catching anything anymore. Feels like you're scraping a sticker off of a cup or something you get at Walmart when you're first going. Next piece down, moving right along here. So now I've finished that. I'm going to go ahead and flip all the bacon one more time. Oh, look at the color that gives us here. Look at the color. We're getting some really good bacon here. Some really prime bacon. Wow. This looks so good. I mean, just look at that. I'm impressed with myself. This one, oh. I will tell you the secret that most people miss to cooking amazing food is slowing down. If you want your food to taste like you put love and effort into it, people say everything tastes better when it's seasoned with love. Because love is slowing down and taking your time to do it right. That's what makes food truly go to the next level, in my opinion. Not quite there. Probably one more flip in this, and we'll be where we want to be. Okay, so we've got our bacon cooking. There's one really quick thing here. We want to get some onion. Let's dice up an onion real quick. I probably don't even need 2 onions. 1 onion will probably do me here for what we're doing. If I was doing for the whole family right now, I'd do 2 onions, but we're just going to cook one for the TV. Now, what's one thing we don't go to Waffle House that we don't have? I mean, who's going to Waffle House if you don't have hash browns? Let's get a nice handful of some shredded potatoes here and dry them out. That's one of the hardest parts about making a good hash brown. And I am not a hash brown professional yet. I have been to the Waffle House several times to observe the true professionals of their craft. But I don't always, they told me last time that I'm not getting mine dry enough when I showed them a picture. And my Waffle House has always been helpful. I'll go ask them, what am I doing wrong if it looks like this? They're like, your heat's too high. You're leaving them on too short. You ain't doing this right. Whatever it is. Big old gaggle of bacon here. That's an official measurement. Nothing wrong with just taking the time to do it right. Oh, yes. Big old tray of bacon. So let's take our hash browns, and these things just go straight down on the griddle and get left alone, is what I'm told. This is on as low as it goes. Now, we said everything's better in bacon grease, right? A lot of times I'll just take the kind of pre-made hash browns from the grocery store, like the little round ones, tater tot looking things, and my kids love them in the bacon grease on the griddle while I'm cooking everything else. Now we'll set them over there. We have our onions because I like to mix in some onions on mine. So we'll mix in some onions to that one. Is that smothered or covered? I don't know. I don't work at the Waffle House. Now over here, Grandma would be sad. We're going to push some of this bacon grease out of the way. We're going to try not to waste all of it. But we're going to go down with our bread, toast our bread, and start on our meat. Now to do this right, there's only one proper bread, and it is Texas toast. You got to have that thick. It wouldn't be a Texas Bacon Cheesesteak Melt if you use that skinny white bread. It's got to be that thick, fat Texas toast. Let's throw some down on here. We're going to make a few of these. A little bacon grease on the bread didn't hurt anything. Now while we're toasting it, I'm also turning this side up to medium low. Now, I'm a firm believer that going the second mile means toasting both sides of the bread. Flip that over. This side will be the inside, and then the buttered side will be the outside. Look at that beautiful toast right there too. I mean, just look at that beautiful golden brown. This is a masterpiece, Zach. Thank you. Thank you. Now, notice we are not touching our hash browns. Hands off the hash. That sounded bad. Hands off the potatoes. We don't touch our hash browns. Leave them right here or they will not turn out. They still might not turn out because I'm not a professional at those, but they for sure will not turn out if you start messing with them. Oh, yes. Got our bread toasted on both sides. Yes. Yes. Get that up here on our cutting board. Now it's time to scrape again, clean everything, pull back some of that grease. Our oven is a little bit hotter here. We're all the way up at medium. These are still very low. just starting to brown. See that golden brown? That's what we're looking for in our potatoes. So let's grab some handfuls of meat. I like a meaty cheesesteak melt. Now, if you go to a real Waffle House, they'll ask you with onions, and of course the answer is always yes. I put mine beside it so they can start grilling, because I don't chop this up yet. I should have only done 2. I just realized I didn't give myself room by doing 3, but we're gonna work something out. Oh, little salt and pepper on each one. Salt, pepper. Let it sit just a second and get some good brown on the underside there. And I'm gonna set up my sandwich station. That's why I have multiple cutting boards. Different cutting boards for different things. This one's a clean one that I can use to put my bacon and toast on that I'm gonna use. Here's some bacon. I don't need this whole pan of bacon. So we'll do 2 per sandwich. I believe that's the official measurement from Waffle House when I order one. If it's not, they're cheating me. Our meat's had half a second. We're gonna chop it up real quick. Chop it, then flip it. Mix my peppers into it. Not my peppers, my onions. Gotta keep it from going down my little drain hole up there. That one looks good. Same as doing a Philly cheesesteak. You really wanna chop this fine here, because this is gonna let that cheese really incorporate and get down in there. Whitney likes extra cheese, so we're going down with 2 pieces of cheese on each one. 2 pieces of cheese on this one, and 2 pieces of cheese on this one. I'll let it sit a second. I don't steam my buns like I would with a Philly cheesesteak on this, because this is a toasted bread sandwich. So I will typically just grab this thing while this griddle's hot, mix this cheese into my beef, and make it really cheesy. It is not required, and all of these won't get it, but this one, for the purpose of photos, is going to get another piece of cheese on top, and then 2 pieces of bacon. And we just lay our bacon on there. Then we're going to get our bread on top, flip that over. Look at that cheesy underside. Our bread on the bottom. And there we have an authentic, but better than Waffle House. I know that sounds sacrilegious, but Texas Cheesesteak Melt. Bacon Texas Cheesesteak Melt. Okay, I am going to flip my hash browns right quick. I almost forgot about those. See how beautiful, that crispy, so crispy. Oh, would you just look at that? Look at this, like a little potato chip. Woo, that's perfection. You don't know how many times I struggle to do this, and when it turns out right, nobody ever sees it. To have this turn right on camera is like, I feel like I just won some major cooking competition or something. That is, look at that. Look, would you just look at that? Hash browns are perfect, but life must go on. Let's throw another 2 pieces of bacon on a sandwich. I'm gonna do this the way more that I like it, which is tearing my bacon up and putting all the pieces on there. Look at that, you just feel like the bacon fits better. Scoop it, flip it, cheese on top that way melted. Get the extras. Wow, this is hot. Got some of that melted cheese on me. When some things go right, other things must go wrong. I'm starting to feel like a professional over here. Somebody pinch me. Extra bacon, extra cheese, everything you could ever ask for in a Waffle House right here in the backyard. And it's so easy. Oh, Waffle House would never waste what was left on the grill. They always give it to you. So we'll do the same. Wait a minute. Shouldn't we have some eggs with this? Yes. Yes, we should. I have my plates here. I'm gonna set my hash browns. Let's throw down 2 eggs real quick. There we go. Should have put them a little farther apart, but oh well. Got this whole griddle, and I could put eggs anywhere, but instead I stick them right together. Maybe they were twins. Now, Waffle House always cuts your sandwich in half for you. And we wouldn't want to miss doing anything Waffle House does. Let's look at this. Tripping with cheese. Ha. Get this egg up. Flip it over nicely. A beautiful egg, if I must say so myself. And I must. There's no one else out here to congratulate me. Flip our eggs over here. Who ordered 2 eggs with their bacon cheesesteak melt? Wow, this person ordered the full order. 2 eggs, 2 hash browns, and a bacon cheesesteak melt? Are you kidding me? All right, guys, I hate to say this, but I truly feel like I nailed this one. Perfectly crispy hash browns, perfectly cooked eggs, perfectly cooked bacon. I mean, this is one of the easiest sandwiches you throw together. Like I said, pool days, vacation, picnics, weekend brunches. This one right here is going to be a go-to that not only tastes amazing, but will wow anybody that you're cooking for. It's like, wow, this tastes like a restaurant. Like, what are the most iconic restaurants in America? Waffle House. I'm going to take this plate into Whitney and her drink, and I promise you, when your family tries this, just like Whitney, you'll thank me later.